6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Now Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, look at this Baltimore defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
This is taken at the 18. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down now. Mobley looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
3rd and 4. Now Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you can tell by this team, all right? Anytime you can tell your offense, hey, just get us a couple touchdowns. We got this thing locked down. That's when you know you're playing well and you're carrying your team along.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach? And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. So no gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. That's complete with Zay Flowers with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Jackson, being chased out left. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
Report!
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now a give, right side. Mobley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The Ravens at 3 and 2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Mobley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Here's third and a few inches. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
To throw on second down, Jones. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now third down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Jones now, off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen...
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
At the Ravens 17-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. This is Swift on the counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now they're in the hurry up. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Duvernay in motion. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it down the right sideline. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing to start the drive. Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off play action. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Up the middle they go. Mobley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, Mobley has strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Hey, report.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Jones on third down. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
On second down, Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defense. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On second down, here's Jackson. And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 85 yards. And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And just shedding him off there. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a toss for Swift left side. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. A big play looming for the Giants as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Rolling to his right. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. That is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 43. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Swift going to try up the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. He's got the 1st down and more. Touchdown, Giants. Paris Campbell, 44 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They go play action now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 2nd down now, Mobley. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
13.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Jackson on 1st down. That's caught inside the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 53 yards. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. This is 1st and 10. They start the drive with Evans. Running right through him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Now, back in my old days, before college, I put a little bit of offense. I used to love to pitch the ball to my backs. How about that pitch right on that play?
Yeah, going right. People run to the right more than to the left, don't they, in real life and in video games?
That is true. A lot of offenses constructed to run to the right side of the line of scrimmage. Those big tackles, usually your power blockers.
This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Jones out to the flat. That's caught.
Probably got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
This crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. Here's a toss play right to Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gano's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Giants will add to their 4th quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Giants are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
At the 50-yard line.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.